Hey everyone, this is Bhargav Suthar, and today we will learn very important algorithm, that is Floyd-Warshall's algorithm. So in this today's session, we will discuss how to find the shortest or the minimum distance between each and every vertex by using Floyd-Warshall's algorithm. So let us discuss what is the formula. So the formula will be like this. This dk, that is this is the entries for the matrix. So this dk ij, and that is this minimum of dk minus 1 ij and this dk minus 1 ik plus dk minus 1 kj. So what we are doing, just we are taking this minimum of ijth entry, or we are just putting k in between this I and j and just adding that numbers. Fine. So the initial matrix D0, it is the same as the weight matrix. We know that how to write a weight matrix. Okay, so as the weight matrix W, except that 0 in W, it is replaced by this infinite. Why? Because it is a very large number. Fine. So the final matrix dm, m will be the order of the matrix, will be the desired matrix D. Okay, now let us discuss example. So the question is, find the shortest path between each and every pair of vertices for a simple digraph using Floyd-Warshall's algorithm. Okay, so this is the digraph we have. Fine. So we have total 4 vertices. So the black numbered are the vertices, and this white numbers are the weight of the edges. Fine. So first of all, we will write the weight matrix. So the weight matrix will be like this, the W. Fine. So we have how many vertices? We have total 4 vertices. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this first row represent 1, second row represent 1, 2, third row represent 3 and fourth row represent 4, and in same manner for column. Okay, so how to write this weight matrix? Let us discuss. Now as you can see that there is no self loop, so that means just diagonal entries, all the diagonal entries will be 0. So you can see that all the diagonal entries are 0. Fine. Now this is the first row. Okay, now 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So there is a weight 5. So that means we will write 5. Now then 1 and 3. So that means there is a weight 3. So we will write 3 here. And then 1, 4. So that 1 and 4. This path is there. So that means 8. Now 2, 1. Now 2 to 1. Is there any path? So 2 to 1. So that means 6. Now 2 to 2. That is a self loop. That is not there. So that means 0. Now 2, 3. 2 and 3, so that means 7, and 2 and 4, 2 and 4. As you can see that there is no direct edge or direct path between 2 and 4, so we'll write 0. Then next 3 and 1. Now where is 3 and 1? So 3 and 1, there is no direct edge, so we'll write 0. Now then 3 and 2, this 3 and 2, again there is no direct path or direct edge, so that means we will write 0. Now 3 and 3, now that's 3 and 3, as it is self loop and we don't have self loop, that means it is 0. And last 3 and 4, so that means 2. The next 4, 1. Now 4 and 1. So there is a direct edge between 4 and 1, so that means we'll write 0. Now as you can see that there is no out degree except 1. So that means all the entries will be 0. So this is how you can write weight matrix. Okay. Now the distance matrix. So that means the first distance matrix, that will be D0. Okay. And what is the changes? So what are the changes? So that means except this diagonal entries, all the entries we will write as infinity whenever there is 0. Okay, so this D0, all the entries are same except the diagonal entries, and whenever we have 0, we will put this infinite. Fine. Now this is again the graph. Now here it is D0, so that means it is just we have calculated. Now we will find this new matrix, that is D1. Okay, so what does that mean? So D1 of 2, 3. So first we will calculate 1 or 2 entries. Now how to calculate D1 of 2, 3? So that means this, see, as we have this D1, so that means we won't change this first row and first column entries. So except that we will change. Fine. So this 2, 3. So this means this 2 and 3. So this entry we will change. So that is this minimum of D0 of 2, 3. Okay. So whatever the distance is there, and now we will put in between 1. Fine, because it is D1, so there will be total 4 steps. For D1 we will put 1 as an intermediate vertex, for D2 we will put 2, then for D3 we will put 3, and for D4 we will put 4 as an intermediate vertex. So we can check whether there is a shortest path or distance or shortest distance between 2 and 3 or not. So now d0 of 2 1 plus d0 of 1 3. Now what is d0 of 2 3? So that we will see in from this d0. So that means d0 of 2 3. So that will be 7. Okay. Now d0 of 2 1. Now what is 2 1? That is 6. And what is 1 3? So that is 3. So that means this minimum of 7 and 9. So obviously it is 7. So that means the shortest distance from 2 and 3 between 2 and 3, that is 7. Now in same manner let us calculate this portion. That means d1 of 2 4. Here in previous there is infinite. Okay, so that means there is no direct edge between 2 and 4. So that is this minimum of d0 to 4, and d0 now we will put 1 in between. So that means we'll check whether there is the shortest path via 1 or not. So d0 of 2 1 plus d0 of 1 4. Now what was d0 of 2 4? That is infinite. Okay. Now d0 of 2 1, d0 of 2 1. So that means 2 1, that is 6, and d0 of 1 4. So and that is 8. So that means minimum of infinite and 14. So obviously 14. So that means the answer will be 14. So in next matrix the entries will be like this. Okay. So we have just calculated this 7. And here it will be 14. So what does that mean? There is no direct path or direct distance between 2 and 4, but we have this shortest path via 1. So that will be 14. Okay. Now let us discuss calculate this entry. So that is what? It is 3 1. Now let us discuss this entry. So that means this 3 and 2. Now in previous it was infinite. Now for 3 and 2 we will again put 1 in between. So that means 3 1 and 1 2. Now what is 3 1? That is 3 1 is infinite. So minimum of infinite. So this entry will be same. Now let us calculate this entry. Now for 3 and 4. Okay. For 3 and 4 previously it was 2. Now 3 and 4. Now again we will put 1 in between. So that means 3 1 and 1 4. Now what is 3 1? That is infinite. So that means this 2 will be as it is. Now 6 will be also as it is. Now let us calculate this 4 and 2. Now previously in 4 2 it was infinite. Now 4 2. So that means in between we will put 1. So that means 4 1 and 1 2. Now what is 4 1? So that means 4 1 is 6. Now what is 4 1? That is 6. And what is 1 2? So that means 1 2. That is 5. So 6 plus 5. So 11. So minimum of 11 and infinite. So it will be 11. Now let us calculate this entry. Now in previous it was 8 infinite. What is that entry? 4 and 3. Fine. So it was infinite. Now 4 and 3. So that means 4 1 1 3. Now for what is 4 1? That is 6. And what is 1 3? That is 3. So that means their addition is 9. So 9. And last entry, that is 0. So this is how you can calculate d1. Okay. Now this graph is same. Here we have this d1. Now for d2, what we are going to do, we will put now 2 in between each and every vertex, and we will check whether there is a shortest path via 2 or not. Fine. Now for d2 we will consider the entries of second row and second column as it is, and also the diagonal entries as we have no self loop. Now let us calculate this 1 3. So that means this entry. Okay. So d1 of 1 3. So that is 3. Now d1 of 1 3. So we will put 2 in between. So that means 1 2 and 2 3. So what is 1 2? So that is 5. And what is 2 3? That is 7. So 5 plus 7. So the minimum entry is what? That is 3. So what we can say, this 3 will be as it is. Fine. So in same manner you can calculate the entries. So you can see that there is no change in d2. So this will be the d2. Fine. Now the same graph, and that is the d2 that we just calculated. Now for d3. So what we will do in d3, we will put 3 in between each and every vertex and check whether there is a shortest path via 3 or not. Fine. So this d3 of 1 2. So that means minimum of d2 of 1 2, and we will put 3 in between. So that means d2 of 1 3 plus d2 of 3 2. Now what is d2 of 1 2? Now in d3 this third row and third column entries will be same, and the diagonal entries will be same. So that means this third row and third column will be same. Now let us calculate this d3 of 1 2. So that means this 1 2, that means this entry. Fine. So that means minimum of 5 and 1 3. 1 3 is 3 and 3 2, and 3 2 is infinite. So minimum is 5. So that means that entry 5 will be same. Now in same manner you can calculate the other entries. So this will be the D3. And let us check this entry. Okay, there is a change. Fine. So this is the 2 4. Fine. So 2 4 entry is 14. Now 2 4. That means we will put 3 in between. So that means 2 3 and 3 4. So now what is 2 3? That is 7. And what is 3 4? So that is 2. So 7 plus 2, that is 9. Now minimum of 9 and 14, that is 9. So this entry is changed. So this is how you can calculate all the entries of D3. Now the graph is same and the D3, that is just calculated. Now let us discuss D4. Now for D4, we will the fourth row and fourth column entries will be same and the diagonal entries will be same. Now let us discuss one example. So D4 of 1 2. So 1 2, that means this entry. Fine. So that is minimum of D3 1 2, and we will put a 4 in between, such that is there any shortest path via 4 or not. So that means D3 of 1 4 plus D3 of 4 2. Fine. So minimum of D3 of 1 2. So that is 5. Now D3 of 1 4. What is 1 4? That is 5. And what is 4 2? And that is 4 2. That is 11. So minimum of 5 is 16. That is 5. So this entry will be same. So the D4 will be like this. So and hence this D4, it is the shortest path between each and every vertex, and you can check it. How? Just consider this 2 and this 3. So that means there is a the shortest path between 2 and 3, that is 7. So you can see that this 2 and 3, that is 7. Now then this 3 and 4. So 3 and 4, that is 2. So 3 and 4, yes, we have 2. Now then this 4 and 1. So 4 and 1, that is 6. Now consider 3 and 2. This 3 and 2. So what is 3 and 2? So that is 13. So how? Just 3 and 2. So first go 3 to 4, that is 2. Then 4 to 1, that is 6. And then 1 to 2, that is 5. So 6 plus 5 plus 2, that is 13. So that is the shortest path. So by using this matrix, you can check each and every shortest path between each and every vertices. Okay, thank you.